SpongeBob SquarePants Bottom Plunge is a Gerstlauer Eurofighter located at Nickelodeon Universe at the Mall of America in Bloomington, Minnesota. The ride opened in 2008 just after the park rebranded from Knott's Camp Snoopy to the Nickelodeon theme. There's a bunch of similar coasters to this one around the world, but this exact layout is unique to this park. Its basic theme is you are on the bus from the Rock Bottom episode of the show, diving straight down to the depths of the ocean. The trains kind of look like those buses in the episode, but they honestly remind me more of the Fiery Fisto Pain trains from another episode in the show. There's still a bunch of other references to Rock Bottom around the ride, though, like the ambiguous bathrooms and the bus stop sign just before you get on the ride. The trains themselves just feature your standard over-the-shoulder restraints that can get a little tight and definitely aren't as free as the more modern lap bars on rides like Hang Time at Knott's Berry Farm. They pretty much fit everything in this section of the park, with a height of 75 feet, speed of 44 miles per hour, 2 inversions, and a track length of 1,371 feet. Now that we got stats out of the way, let's see how it rides. The ride begins with that imposing vertical lift hill straight up in the air, which makes you feel like you're going to fall out the back of your seat. You very slowly crest the top of the lift hill and basically go into the roof of the building before dropping at a 97-degree angle and getting a great pop of ejector airtime right into a hang time filled vertical loop. You then go into a strong ejector pop leading right into a sharp overbank turn that is also very janky. You pop up to a hang time filled heartline roll before twisting into the mid-course brake run. You drop back down to a small turnaround before diving to a ground level helix finale and slide into the final brake run. Overall, this is a really fun little ride, especially for a park that is completely indoors. They fit about as much as they could in this tiny plot of land, especially considering that this ride didn't open with the original park. It is, however, a pretty janky and generally kind of rough ride, and the overall shoulder restraints certainly don't help matters. It's nothing that completely ruins the ride, but especially if you aren't a tall person and your head doesn't clear the restraint, it can be a pretty janky experience with a bunch of headbanging. If you know to brace at the right moments, which is pretty much any time that the ride makes a long turn, it can be a fun experience that gives really solid airtime and hang time throughout. It's definitely the best coaster at this charming little park, and it's great that this ride can be enjoyed basically all year round because of the indoor setting at the Mall of America. It could get some pretty slow-moving lines due to it mostly operating with just 2 small 8-person cars, but I have noticed you can cut down on your wait time as a single rider since many trains aren't filled with normal parties. Either way, the line did actually seem to move pretty well for this ride, especially compared to other rides at this park. This is definitely a must-do when visiting Nickelodeon Universe, and probably worth doing a couple of times if the line isn't too bad, and a great park to visit around this time of year without anything else open in the Midwest. Be sure to subscribe for more content and be on the lookout for more coaster reviews and other theme park videos in the near future.